Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to pre-market analysis for Thursday, September 10, 20. All right. Well, take two, folks. At least this time you guys saw live as I think the message display in the chat, right? I don't know if you are seeing it. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. That's the story of my life. Oh my goodness. So, all right. So take two. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to pre-market analysis for Thursday, September 10th, 2020. In the chat room, Miss Michelle may put in GME, which means good morning, everybody. So we need to be telling her GA. Good afternoon, so GA or whatever, something of the like. I see Mr. Hadi. Good morning, Mr. B. Welcome, sir. And we will get going here in a few minutes. I plan to, let's say, answer the question that I brought yesterday regarding doing a quant analysis on SPY um, for 9/11. So for that, I need to go to my Excel sheet. If let's say that Excel sheet is viewable, yeah, yay, congratulations. So, okay. So this is something that now most of you have the skills to do this in 5 minutes, right? It takes you actually less to do the analysis, a quant analysis of this type, than to do what to actually download the data. So I'm sharing my Excel, the same SPY Excel sheet if you were at the bootcamp, and I believe those who attended the bootcamp, we sent all the material to you. If you attended the bootcamp and you didn't get the material, so let me know, because most likely I must have messed up and issue emails or two. But so far so good. I haven't heard anybody say something. So here I'm just gonna label my data on here to say SPY 2017 to 2000. Oh yeah. My problem on here was that I don't have enough data sample for SPY, because since this is just a one-shot sale, I will only be able to answer the question over the last 3 years. Okay, I knew that, Telex. You had something wrong. So then let me go to Yahoo Finance. You guys are still seeing the Excel spreadsheet. That's fine. So I would have been smarter to download. Yeah, many, because this is just a one-time, a one-day event, right? So I'm not sure some of you yesterday, if you tried doing this, but this is simple, but at the same time, it just requires one small tweak compared to the other one. So we're gonna do it here together. So for me, I am on Yahoo Finance. I am going to go and I'm gonna ask for SPY, which is currently up to 341. Wow, my goodness, this market is really something else. Okay, so well, in any case, so historical data, and what do I want to see? I want to go as far as, so I'm gonna change my year here, 2002, and maybe I'm just gonna change the month here to 08. That's way. Okay, excellent. So I'm gonna say done, and I'm going to say apply, and I will download this, and this should give me uh, SPY number 8 or whatever. So okay, so I have my spreadsheet. I will be bringing it to you here shortly. So which one is this? This one is starting in 2017. I don't want that. Don't save. Okay. So SPY number 8, is it the one that you guys are showing right now? Because I just asked this thing. Yay! Congratulations to me. All right. Okay. So let me just make a quick check, make sure that everybody is what everybody. We have 16 people, so those who are interested, they will definitely show. Hopefully, we don't have a discrepancy in the link of the address. So, okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So, because I want to answer the question, what's the probability of SPY being read? Well, ready. It's this, the way that I ask the question implies that, hey, and I will infer or I can compute the probability of SPY being green as well. Yeah. So it's not the sense as if we just want to know what happened on 9/11. That's really the underlying and overwhelming question. How does the market trade on 9/11 typically? Okay, so for here, I'm going to just say, as usual, I'm going to ask for the year because I want to see if so. I'm going to say that I want to get the year on here, and that's just that. And then here, I want to be able to know that it's well, yeah, we need the month because we want to somehow just filter it nicely. So here, I'm just gonna ask this thing, give me the month because yeah, because I don't want to pivot this, but that's okay. That's fine. And then the day, yeah, we want that to be filter on all the 11. So is it let's say here, it's not gonna be weekday because weekday is going to be, so if I say day, this if I say day here, it's gonna give me the days from, well, it doesn't tell me. So it's just going to return, yeah. So the 12 is going to say the 12, the 13, and so forth. Yeah. And what else do I need to do really for a larger sample? Okay. So now here, uh, that's fine, I think. And oh, now we want to see pretty much in terms of the question, right? So my question number one is going to be, is SPY up? So that SPY up, we can compute it in two different manners. We can either say that, hey, for each day, you just give me the open, the difference between the open and the high. Yeah. So we're going to say what? High minus open. Oops. So we're equal the high minus the open to see if the stock advance, if because if it's decline, and well, we want to know what's that distance. So divided by the open. How much again on that day. Percentage as usual, so that's what it means. So that will help me answer the question really if SPY is going up. So SPY down, I can also say, ask a similar questions, right? So SPY down, I will just ask the question equal, give me the distance between the low and the open, and I divide that by the open. Okay, percentage. How does SPY trade? I keep getting disconnected out of the streaming software. So let me just check if people are following. Okay, so we have 23 people. So far, I don't see any comments. So meaning you are seeing the screen, hopefully, but I'm getting disconnects on here and the screen is lagging. So as of now, I am pretty much done. So I put the year, and here I'm just gonna filter, right? So I'm just going to filter. What am I going to filter? I'm going to filter the month of September. And I'm going to filter the day 9/11. Of course, since 2002, certain 9/11 may have not been trading day because they may have been on weekends. Yeah, that's definitely possible. So here's our samples, folks. Yeah. We have how many samples? 9 observations or samples, if you will. So in recent years, 2017, 2018, and we can even put a weekday if you would like, yeah, to tell you what day of the week that was, if that matters. Equal weekday, and using the same convention as we said, we're going to use 2. Monday will be represented with a 1. All right. So this, yeah. So this is it here. So we have had 2 Mondays on here. If you choose, and so I mean, in any case, that's not the points on here. This is what SPY has done on 9-11 days. So in average here, the average is an average on up between the open and the high of 0.82, and on the downside between the open and the low minus 0.33 only, meaning that there's almost a 2-to-1, almost 3 times the up percentage compared to the down percentage, right? So again, this here is measuring the distance. This year, 2009, let's highlight it, between the opening price of SPY on September 11 and its highest price, SPY typically goes up from its opening price on September 11. So here we have that the distance, it went lower than it went higher. Yeah. And there's another year here where it did that. 2002, okay, it was the year following the event, if you will. But if you remove that, we've only had one time where SPY went down. So we can answer the question, for instance, SPY has never gone down between the open and the low more than 1% on that day. Actually, more than 0.6% on that day. But SPY has gained like 1% between the open and the high on, let's say, 2 instances days here. If you count this one. This one was wild because it went up and then it posted a low as well. So, but typically this is over the last, let's say, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 17. You see there is no 2016 in here because it didn't fall on a trading day. The average 0.6 in the current value of SPY, it's about we know that 1% is 3 points, right? So about 2 points. And let's say the last time that it was a Friday, like this coming Friday, it went up 0.74. And the previous Friday onto that, it was that. So this is also the answer to the question on here. Is SPY bearish or bullish on 9/11? The answer is that SPY is mostly bullish on 9/11. That's what we wanted to answer as a question. Is Mr. Ace with us this morning? So this is the answer to that quant analysis. Telex, why are we saying SPY 11 today is the 10? Because Mr. Wayne, the day after tomorrow, we are preparing our trader, right? We are preparing for Friday. If today is the 10, we are preparing tomorrow. We cannot do that. Maybe that's going to help you. That's going to help you set yourself up today on how to trade tomorrow. So we've talked about that in bootcamp, right? So the way you prepare today, Thursday, you prepared it yesterday. Speaking of preparing, thank you for the transition, Mr. Wayne. So did you prepare yourself yesterday maybe for, that's Miss Michelle. Yeah, I had a moment there. It's okay. It's all right. So I switched my screen. So I'm showing the inside of Power E-Trade talking about preparation. So now you should be seeing, good morning, Mr. Lewis and everybody else. You should be seeing the inside of Power E-Trade where we are showing maybe a stock that you prepared yourself yesterday for. Yeah. Because if you were in our Discord room yesterday, we traded. We took this trade on it. I know that who was it who first traded that? Was it Mr. B? I think Mr. B did mention that the stock that we have on our screen whenever I can manage, if I can even manage to get inside of Power A Trade with also mini screen. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So you should be seeing inside of Power A Trade. I'm just going to pause briefly. And we are looking at none other than NKLA. True story. I shared that with some of the people that we had one-on-one coaching session last evening. I had never traded NKLA before in my life. So yesterday was the first day when I posted it into the Telex update. Why that trade? Because it wasn't one of our alerts. It's not even on our watch list, right? So the reason for this was that, hey, after we did bootcamp, right, we said that for us, we know how to target stock that gap. So this one gapped on September the 8th, on Tuesday. It gapped up violently. And I was trying to set up a gangster trade onto that one. And I didn't get a feel. Obviously, my lack of experience with it, I didn't get a feel because we continued up its uptrend and then it came down. So it would have been a great trade to make on that day in both directions, actually, right? So yesterday, as the market was pretty much going sideways, as my brain just circled back into that one, and I saw the chart inside of, I saw the chart and I posted the chart inside of our Discord. I mean, do we need to show that? Oh, Jesus. I have to switch back and forth. So, no, I'm not going to go to our Discord. People in our Discord, they know what I'm talking about. So we posted that chart on there. It was below VWAP, posting lower lows, and the trade went, never had really a moment of even concern about the direction. It continued on the same direction. And then at the end of the day, I said, hey, if you missed out on this trade, it was another easy one-directional trade. Well, if you were in that trade yesterday, the stock closed at the low of the day at like 42, 42.20 something, right? So for us, we were trading the 42 call, the 42 puts rather, and the 40 put. So we took partial profits, as we know, and we carried the rest for today. And tada, this morning, it's nice to start to have this type of Thursday a vibe or motivation going in. You open the day is in pre-market and you are $3 in the money on a stock that's a $40 stock. You're $3 in the money. Actually, we're in the money in the other position as well. So this is how you prepare yourself because yesterday it moved say minus 15%. Anytime a stock moves by that much, its stock is moving. So you need to get involved. You need to get involved. May that be a stock that you have on our watch list. May that be a stock that's because now you have the tools and you're empowered. You can trade anything as long as you know what you're doing, right? So that's that example of setting ourselves up. So today, as Mr. Wayne helped us come to this transition, we are setting ourselves up to see, hey, how are we going to trade Friday in regard to SPY on September 11th? It's mainly bearish. So meaning that, hey, should the markets give us an opportunity for a dip today, which, let's say, in looking at it earlier here, let me go back to market view. So SPY closed yesterday bearishly, and this morning they're swinging it back up. Welcome to the market, the bizarroid world of this market. In all pre-markets I was watching this, it was like struggling between 338 and 339. So somebody must have said something or touched a button recently where they just pump it up to 341. Yesterday resistance was at 342. So here you go, folks. You know everything that you need to know. I know that people made yesterday. Remember, some people shared here with us that they were holding the 339 calls. Those paid well because it went over 342. So we traded the 342 calls as exactly as we talked about in pre-market on here, and they were nice. This morning we finished bearishly. Again, that strategy, you go opposite of the direction that the market closed. Here it is again. So this is crazy. But something will have to happen today because either we go above that resistance of 342, where we sold off yesterday. The 341 puts yesterday, folks, in the last 15 minutes, they went from, was it the last 15 minutes or the last, I don't know, for 40 minutes because we posted that inside of the Telex update. They went from 45 cents to $1.80, over $1.90. I kid you not. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. So as long as this market is going to continue to be wild, this while there are going to be opportunities. So let's go to the broader watch list as we saw there with this one stock. So everything is green except for that's one stock. All right. So who is for okay? So the other car company that's now it's up 5%, folks. Yeah, that will be Tesla, right? And yesterday it was just wasn't it a nut job yesterday trying to trade Tesla or anything? And also we talked about this, folks. Definitely we trade option. When do we trade option? I know there are a lot of new people on there. For us, we get into position into options when they start moving. We actually have a watch list of options that help us determine is a specific option strike moving, and then we take the trade. Because if you take a trade like yesterday, the first hour or so, you are losing money if you were setting up trades because they will kill the theta. So even on a Thursday, you can be patient. Obviously, if the setup is not there, you wait for the last hour of the trading session. You will have the stock is bound to move and you can trade setups. If not, you can be patient. We will be providing, how do we call it? Friday lotos. Yes, we should have at least 2 or 3 Friday lotto, and we intend to make money of them because it has been a joke recently where we put Friday's lotto for them just for those stock not to move. So we owe you some good Friday's lotto today. I cannot promise anything, but we're certainly going to try. Right? With my good friend Mr. Les is on. There's one in particularly which we have an eye on, and then by now if you don't know the Thursday, the Friday lotto by default, that means you are missing something. There is one stock only. If you have been with us for a few months, then I've told you that that's by itself, it's a own strategy. And that stock actually is having a ton of volume this morning. Jesus. That's like usually an indication of something. I talk about that volume, right? I mean, that stock is this stock, yeah? So let me just pull briefly and go in here in case I have lost people. Okay, so what do we say, Mr. Luis? We said hello, Mr. Greg. We like the new icon. He said, check this. And Mickey, Mr. Mickey, welcome to the show. So, if you're catching up or you're just getting here, we talked about SPY and we said that quantitative analysis shows that SPY is mostly bullish, more bullish than bearish over the last 9 instances. So we did that quant analysis on there, and then we talked about a trade we took yesterday for the trading NKLA for the first time ever yielded some gain, and those gains actually, after taking partial profits, it looks as if this morning the downtrend on NKLA, it's continuing. I mean, maybe I didn't close on that, right? I mean, there is still an opportunity to get involved here, right, folks? Yeah? Based on the knowledge that we have at Bootcamp, we have a stock that's trading 4.3 million shares, meaning it has traded more shares than Apple and Tesla. We can almost say that it has as many shares as, not quite, Apple and Tesla are combining for about 6.5 million. This NKLA has 4.4 million by itself. So there is still a trade on here, folks. Do not be looking at this. So meaning you can set up a gangster trade on here. I leave it to you how you want to go about handling that, because we don't know if there are buyers at 39, because that 39 has been for a while. But if the stock is down minus 7% or 8% in pre-market, is definitely a prime candidate for you to do some cheap gangster. For this type of stock, you don't want to put in that much, right? Where Thursday, you will trade it with expiration on September 11, because you have the full day today and you still have the full day tomorrow. We will have to go to a chart to see where is support and resistance on here. I'm not going to try, actually, as we do that live, and then we will leave you to that. So let me switch my screen. I'm going to be sharing. Yeah, Mr. B, I'm still trying to keep up with that. So I'm going to be sharing. Is it Google Chrome? Okay. Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look at that stock, because here this morning it seems as if it's drawing a lot of attention. But it's not the only stock, right? For the traders inside of our Discord, we gave you an alert yesterday. I'm not sure if you acted on it yesterday, but I officially put it on the subscription trade alerts, because somebody could be telling me, yeah, but you didn't put it there. You put it in the telex updates only. So that's a stock that we know by now. Again, after being here for a while, you are to be getting some statistics. That's a stock that when it alerts, it tends to trade. The bias, it's on the bullish side most of the time, right? But I'm not saying that. For us, we still practice, which that we do, being balanced. And we gave you that it's actionable starting today. Obviously, it was actionable starting yesterday when we first mentioned it to you. And you can obviously trade it. We have seen good setup like that. We can trade it with September 11 expiration as well as next week expiration, obviously. And there's a great technique to say that, hey, if I trade it, I'm trading it with next week expiration on the call side, for instance, since that's the bias, right? You can, your hedge tonight to tomorrow will be with the September 11 put, because they will be much cheaper. Remember, we talked with, I'm not sure if that's something that is clear to everybody's mind, but that's a great technique on there to hedge using a short-term date versus your main position having a further expiration. So we are looking at the chart, the 15-minute chart of NKLA, and on here right now we're seeing a pre-market print of 38.89. If I go to maybe 30 minutes to get a little bit more reading where support is on this stock. So maybe let's go, let's don't make it this difficult. So 30 minutes, 4 hours should give us an idea of where support is on here. So support area, geez, because I mean we see numbers that are just scary, right? The 30 or the where's the Bollinger Band here? The lower Bollinger Band is at 32. Is that too much for this stock? But really, realistically, let's be realistic here, folks. Always, the closest support is always going to be your moving averages, right? So the green line at 41 something is gone. The middle of the Celt is gone. That's because when that's happened, this is where pre-market is. This is how TradingView shows pre-market. It's the orange here on the side, right? So the moving average here, we are below them. So the last time, the low that this thing posted, like more recently here, will be, what's the low of this candle? Yeah, it's scary stuff, folks. 32.80. That's scary stuff. But before that, do we have other bounce area? 37 was a bounce. 37.24 was a bounce. 38 was a bounce. Okay, so it's almost there. So you can trade this by levels. 35 was another one. The next day, it definitely put it on there. So yeah, if they are moving it by over how many, 3 points, 4 points in pre-market, you definitely take a direction at least equal to that much in order for you not to spend that money. And as long as the stock between the connection and the reconnection, we are just going to stop it on here. Hopefully you guys were able to capture yeah, it's definitely, folks. We have to be careful with this stock, because it's just something else. So you know how to be safe within a trade by risking very little and making sure that whatever direction they swing it, you will be able to benefit from that. Okay, folks, literally, it's 9:20 Eastern, 6:20 Pacific. We didn't get a chance to do that, so that means it's 9:20 p.m. Somewhere in the world. Let's say, for instance, Singapore City. And on that, we thank you. Please, we appreciate the people who have been subscribing to our YouTube channel. Continue to do that. At the end of the month, we're going to have a drawing to give you a full month access with all the privileges to come trade with Successful Trading. Thank you. We appreciate you, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Bye-bye, everybody.